Are you the ones who type a lot or you're in front of your laptop for prolonged hours and then you have wrist pain in this particular area? Then you might be having a condition named as Carpal Tunnel Syndrome, also known as CTS. And that is exactly what we'll be discussing in today's video. Welcome back to TanuWellness, your Physio and Pilates Hub, and I'm Dr. Tanushree, Physio and Pilates expert. In today's video, we'll be discussing what exactly is Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. Whether you spend long hours using a mouse or typing, or you're doing repetitive tasks, CTS can sneak up on you, leading to pain, numbness, and even weakness in your hands. In this video, I'll explain what exactly it is, why is it so prevalent in corporate world, and how you can determine whether you have it or not. Plus, I'll be sharing 5 simple, easy exercises in the bonus section that is towards the end. So stick around and stay tuned. And here's what we are going to cover today. First, I'll discuss what exactly is Carpal Tunnel Syndrome and how is it related to RSI, that is repetitive stress injury. We'll also discuss why Carpal Tunnel Syndrome is commonly seen in corporate setups, particularly for people who type a lot or who spend a lot of hours at their desk. I'll also walk you through some simple, easy signs and symptoms that you can recognize by yourself. And also we'll discuss some wrist supports, because when you have Carpal Tunnel Syndrome, wearing your wrist support is a must. And towards the end of the bonus section, like I mentioned before, I'll be demonstrating 5 easy exercises. And mind you, not only these exercises involve the muscle, but also some tendon and nerve glides. So do watch till the end. So let's get started. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss out on our other physiotherapy videos. Also, if you're finding this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share with somebody who has Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. For us to understand what exactly is Carpal Tunnel Syndrome, we have to understand what exactly is repetitive stress injury, also known as RSI. So RSI is where you are using repetitive motions or overuse. These injuries typically occur in the areas of the body that are used frequently in the same way, such as our hands, wrist, shoulder, neck. Over the period of time, this RSI can lead to inflammation, muscle fatigue, and even nerve damage. Now, one of the most common types of RSI is Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. Carpal Tunnel Syndrome especially affects the wrist and hand, where the median nerve, there is a nerve named as median nerve, passes through a narrow passage known as a tunnel. It is more like a nerve running through the tunnel. So when you are doing repetitive typing, this area gets irritated and inflamed from repetitive movements, and the nerve over here, the median nerve, gets compressed. So understanding RSI, that is repetitive stress injury, and its impact on the body is crucial for recognizing the risk associated with repetitive tasks and taking steps to prevent this particular condition. Have you ever wondered why Carpal Tunnel Syndrome is so commonly seen in corporate setup? This is because our modern workplace requires long hours of using computer, using your mouse, or performing any type of repetitive task. These activities involve continuously using our hands and wrist in fixed position, which can lead to strain, thus compressing our median nerve over here in the carpal tunnel, causing Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. Apart from this particular compression of the nerve, there could be poor ergonomics, because if you're not keeping your hand or your wrist placed properly at your desk, your nerve will get impinged. So in addition to repetitive movements, poor ergonomics in the workplace contributes to development of CTS. If you're finding this video informative, please take a moment to like my video, subscribe, and do share with your family and friends. Your support means a lot to us, and it helps us to create valuable content like this. Stay tuned till the end, because in our bonus section, there are going to be 5 simple, effective exercises. And like I had mentioned, not only for the muscle, it's going to be for your nerve and for your tendon glides. And these exercises can be done right at your office desk. So stick around. So how can you determine whether you have Carpal Tunnel Syndrome or not? The first step is to be aware of the signs and symptoms. CTS typically begins with numbness or tingling in your thumb, index finger, and your middle finger. You might notice sensations when you're holding a phone, typing, or even driving. As the condition progresses, you might also experience pain, burning sensation in the wrist that can radiate up to your arm. Another common symptom is weakness in the hand. Whether you're holding a bottle or a glass of water, it becomes extremely difficult even to perform fine motor tasks. If you're suspecting these signs and symptoms of CTS, then you can try these two simple tests at home. One is balance test, where you hold your hands in this position, reverse prayer position, and hold it for say 1 minute and see whether you feel tingling numbness in the affected area. You will feel in your thumb, your index finger and your middle finger. Hold it for 1 minute and then check. The second one is tunnel sign, where you're going to tap. You're going to, if this is my left hand, with your right finger, start tapping the carpal tunnel area and see whether you have sensation or you have any tingling numbness in the affected area. Also, if you feel this is a little challenging or you want to be double sure, then you can just tap around the index finger, the median part area, and check. So try these two signs, balance test, tunnel signs, and see whether you have symptoms and positive sign of carpal tunnel syndrome. Let's talk about wrist supports that can manage carpal tunnel syndrome. One of the most commonly used support is the wrist brace, which helps to manage carpal tunnel syndrome, and it keeps our wrist in neutral position. Remember, whenever you wear the wrist brace, it has to cover your palm area as well, especially while typing or not only during day activities but also while you're sleeping. Ergonomic tools such as split keyboards, or now we have vertical mice as well, can always be used to reduce strain on your wrist by promoting a neutral position of your hand. So remember to use wrist brace and ergonomic tools to reduce wrist pain. Now here's our bonus section where I'll be demonstrating 5 simple exercises. Exercise number 1, flexion extension and radio ulnar deviation exercise. In this, you're going to keep your hands straight, keep your elbow and wrist aligned, and just move your wrist up and down to enhance your blood circulation. But if you feel this is causing lot of pain and it's aggravating your CTS symptom, then just don't go full range, just do tiny movements. Similarly, for the second part, that is radio ulnar, you're going to keep your thumb up, move up and down, up, down, up, down. These 2 exercises can be done in sitting position, and make sure you breathe properly, don't hold your breath, and this can be done 10 times. Second exercise is flexion and extension stretch. In the same position, you're going to keep your hand straight, elbow and wrist aligned, and start moving your fingers up till you feel a nice stretch over here. Hold for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 1 and 2. If you feel this is comfortable, go ahead, take your other hand, press your fingers back, feel a nice stretch over here. Hold for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go down. Stretch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. This can be done 2 to 3 times in a day. If you're comfortable, then go ahead, do 5 times, stretch and hold for 10 seconds. Third exercise is carpal tunnel stretch. It is one of the most important exercises. In this, you're going to keep your hand extended same way. Keep your thumb away from your body. Now with the other hand, stretch your fingers down, hold until you feel a nice stretch over here. Hold for at least 10 to 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're comfortable, hold for a few more seconds and gently release. If you feel this is a little challenging, then you can just turn down only 2 fingers. Stretch, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until you feel a nice stretch over here, the carpal tunnel area, and relax. Do this exercise at least 2 to 3 times in a day, but only 5 times. The fourth exercise is going to be for tendons. The first is going to be IP tendon glide and second is going to be MCP tendon glide. In this first exercise, you're going to keep your hands straight, keep your fingers straight and gently start moving your fingers down and up, down and up. So here the goal is to activate the IP tendon glide where it runs around the carpal tunnel area. This can be done 10 times in a day. Now the second one is MCP tendon glide, in which you're going to keep the hands same way. Try to keep your fingers straight now and then horizontally. Vertical, horizontally. Vertical and horizontally. Again, the goal is to glide the tendon. Try these 2 tendon glides and see the difference. The fifth exercise is a median nerve glide. It's also a very important exercise for flossing your nerve. In this, you're going to sit comfortably, look straight, keep your head neutral, extend your hand on the side and just move your fingers down and up, down and up, down and up. This is first way of doing it. Now the second one is keep your neck straight. Now you're going to move your head also towards the same side. So you go down, up, down, up, down, up. Now if you feel a little comfortable, then move your head away from the body. Keep your hand in the same position and away. You will feel a nice stretch in this area. Hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up. This particular glide helps in mobilizing the median nerve, and this can reduce the symptoms of CTS. And that's a wrap on our today's video on carpal tunnel syndrome. First, we talked about what exactly is carpal tunnel syndrome and how is it related to repetitive stress injury, also known as RSI. We also discussed about the signs and symptoms. I demonstrated 2 simple tests that can be done at home to see whether you have carpal tunnel syndrome or not. Then we highlighted the importance of brace, and towards the end in the bonus section, I demonstrated 5 simple exercises for carpal tunnel syndrome. These exercises were not only for the muscles but also to work on your nerve and your tendons. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure that you like my channel, share with your family and friend, and do subscribe to TanuWellness, Physio and Pilates Hub. Thank you for watching. See you next time.